HP with world's best camera. Currently the camera has become one of the important components of a smartphone. Almost everyone will consider the quality of the camera when buying a new smartphone, be it a rear camera or front camera. HTC U11 Screen, Super LCD 5.5 inches screen resolution, 1440 by 2560 pixels chipset, Qualcomm MSM8998 Snapdragon 835 CPU, octa-core, 4x 2.45 GHz Kryo and 4x 1.9 GHz Kryo, GPU, Adreno 540 internal memory, 64 GB, 4 GB RAM or 128 GB, 6 GB RAM, global, 64 GB, 4 GB RAM, USA external memory, microSD, up to 256 GB, dedicated slot, single SIM model, microSD, up to 256 GB, uses SIM2 slot, dual SIM model rear camera, 12MP, f1.7, phase detection autofocus, OIS, dual LED, dual tone, flash front camera, 16MP battery, non-removable LiPo 3000 mAh. Successfully won the title of HP with the best cameras in the world in 2017, this country's mobile stretcher HP has the highest score with a score of 90. Reported by Xmark, HTC U11 assessed capable of providing perfect color rendering. In addition, the camera is on the HTC U11 will produce an image with excellent detail. Not only the detail, noise levels that exist in the camera portrait results are very low. Also, HTC U11 proves its ability in smartphone photography with the presence of dual pixel phase detect autofocus, PDAF, which will provide excellent autofocus when shooting objects with this 12MP camera. 1331 5000. Google Pixel Screen, AMOLED 5.0 inches screen resolution, 1080 by 1920 pixels chipset, Qualcomm MSM8996 Snapdragon 821 CPU, quad-core, 2x 2.15 GHz Kryo and 2x 1.6 GHz Kryo, GPU, Adreno 530 internal memory, 32/128 of a gigabyte, 4 GB RAM external memory, no rear camera, 12.3MP, f2.0, eyes, gyro, phase detection and laser autofocus, dual LED, dual tone, flash front cameras, 8MP, f2.4, 3.2 sensor size, 1.4 μm pixel size, 1080p battery, non-removable LiPo 2770 mAh charges score 89 and is the second highest score currently based on Xmark. HP with the second best camera in the world is held by Google Pixel. Not without reason Google won the highest score and the only. The article HP has a camera with 12.3MP resolution with a very low noise level so it will facilitate in shooting in any light conditions. HTC 10 Screen, Super LCD 5.2 inches screen resolution, 1440 by 2560 pixels chipset, Qualcomm MSM8996 Snapdragon 820 CPU, quad-core, 2x 2.15 GHz Kryo and 2x 1.6 GHz Kryo, GPU, Adreno 530 internal memory, 32/64 of a gigabyte, 4 GB RAM external memory, microSD, up to 256 GB, dedicated slot, rear camera, 12MP, f1.8, 26mm, OIS, autofocus laser, dual LED, dual tone, flash front camera, 5MP, f1.8, 23mm, OIS, autofocus, 1.34 μm pixel size, 1080p, HDR battery, non-removable LiPo 3000 mAh. Samsung Galaxy S8 Screen, Super AMOLED 5.8 inches screen resolution, 1440 by 2960 pixels chipset, Exynos 8895 Octa, EMEA or Qualcomm MSM8998 Snapdragon 835, US CPU model, octa-core, 4x 2.3 GHz and 4x 1.7 GHz, EMEA or octa-core, 4x 2.35 GHz Cryo and 4x 1.9 GHz Cryo, US GPU model, Mali G71 MP20, EMEA or Adreno 540, US model internal memory, 64 GB, 4 GB RAM external memory, microSD, up to 256 GB, dedicated slot, single SIM model or microSD, up to 256 GB, uses SIM2 slot, dual SIM model rear camera, 12MP, f1.7, 26mm, autofocus detection phase, OIS, LED flash front camera, 8MP, f1.7, autofocus, 1440p at 30 fps, dual video call, auto HDR battery, non-removable Li-ion 3000 mAh. Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Screen, Super AMOLED 5.5 inches screen resolution, 1440 by 2560 pixels chipset, Qualcomm MSM8996 Snapdragon 820, G9350 or Exynos 8890 Octa, G935FD, G935F, G935W8 CPU. Quad-core, 2x 2.15 GHz Cryo and 2x 1.6 GHz Cryo, G19350 or Mali T880 MP12, G935FD, G935F, G935W8 internal memory, 32/64, G935F8, G935F8, G935F8. 128 GB, 4 GB RAM external memory, microSD, up to 256 GB, dedicated slot, single SIM model, G935F, G935W8 or microSD, up to 256 GB, uses SIM2 slot, dual SIM model, G935FD, G9350 rear camera, 12MP, 4.1 sensor size, 1.34 pixel size, f1.7, 22mm, dual video call, auto HDR battery, non-removable Li-ion 3600 mAh. Just like HTC 10, this time HP with the best camera in the world glide from South Korea. Galaxy S7 Edge gets 88 points with 26mm f1.7 lens, which will produce the level of accuracy and exposure on the image is very good. Sony's Xperia X Performance Display, IPS LCD 5.0 inches screen resolution, 1080 by 1920 pixels chipset, Qualcomm MSM8996 Snapdragon 820 CPU, quad-core, 2x 2.15 GHz Cryo and 2x 1.6 GHz Cryo, GPU, Adreno 530 internal memory, 32 GB, 3 GB RAM, single SIM, 64 GB, 3 GB RAM, dual SIM external memory, microSD, up to 256 GB, dedicated slot, single SIM, microSD, up to 256 GB, uses SIM2 slot, dual SIM rear camera, 23MP, f2.0, 24mm, phase detection autofocus, LED flash front camera, 13MP, f2.0, 22mm, 1/3 sensor size, 1080p, HDR battery, non-removable LiPo 2700 mAh. Huawei P10 Display, IPS Neo LCD 5.1 inches screen resolution, 1080 by 1920 pixels chipset, HiSilicon Kirin 960 CPU, octa-core, 4x 2.4 GHz Cortex-A73 and 4x 1.8 GHz Cortex-A53, GPU, Mali G71MP, 8 internal memory, 32 GB, L09, 64 GB, L29, 4 GB RAM external memory, microSD, up to 256 GB, uses SIM2 slot, rear camera, dual 20MP plus 12MP, f2.2, OIS, Leica optics, phase detection and laser autofocus, dual LED, dual tone, flash front camera, 8MP, f1.9 battery, non-removable LiPo 3200 mAh. Moto Z Force Droid. Screen, AMOLED 5.0 inches screen resolution, 1440 by 2560 pixels chipset, Qualcomm MSM8996 Snapdragon 820 CPU, quad-core, 2x 2.15 GHz Kryo and 2x 1.6 GHz Kryo, GPU, Adreno 530 internal memory, 32/64 of a gigabyte, 4 GB RAM external memory, microSD, up to 256 GB, dedicated slot, rear camera, 21MP, f1.8, laser and phase detection autofocus, OIS, dual LED, dual tone, flash front camera, 5MP, f2.2, 1.4mm pixel size, LED flash, 1080p battery, non-removable LiPo 3500 mAh. Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. With a score of 87 out of 100, Galaxy S6 Edge made it into the list of HP that has the best camera in 2017. This smartphone camera can produce images with good lighting in all conditions thanks to the HDR mode. Flash is owned by this smartphone is also very perfect. 16MP camera is capable of producing images with detail and color is pretty good even in places with less lighting and just rely on the help of LED flash. Sony Xperia XZ. Screen, IPS LCD 5.2 inches screen resolution, 1080 by 1920 pixels chipset, Qualcomm MSM8996 Snapdragon 820 CPU, quad-core, 2x 2.15 GHz Kryo and 2x 1.6 GHz Kryo, GPU, Adreno 530 internal memory, 32/64 of a gigabyte, 3 GB RAM external memory, microSD, up to 256 GB, dedicated slot, single SIM, microSD, up to 256 GB, uses SIM2 slot, dual SIM rear camera, 23MP, f2.0, 24mm, eyes, gyro, phase detection and laser autofocus, LED flash front camera, 13MP, f2.0, 22mm, 1/3 sensor size, 1080p, HDR battery, non-removable LiPo 2900 mAh.